So we have had a lot of questions around Dropbox. And so I'm going to do a real quick video around what is Dropbox, how do you log into Dropbox, how do you use Dropbox, why should you use Dropbox, those kinds of things. So real quickly, Dropbox is an online storage location. It allows you to save files in the cloud, is what we would call it, and then access them anywhere. So you'll notice your stuff anywhere. It works on a laptop, it works on a desktop, works on an iPad, iPhone, Android phones, those kinds of things. So it just is a really nice way of taking files that you would maybe use on a consistent basis and backing them up to the cloud, or maybe just kind of keeping things in several places. So a couple of things you want to know. There is a limit on the amount of storage, and I believe it's either 2 or 3 gigabytes, so it's not very big. And you can add more storage by inviting people to log in and to create accounts under your name, things like that. To begin with, you're going to click sign up and fill out the information. If you're kind of person who needs to use similar things, make sure you put in your first name and last name and your email. If this is something that you would like to take with you once you leave Kansas City, Kansas, please make sure that you don't use your district email. Use a different email, so a personal email, and then a password. The other thing you'll notice is there's this little download button. That allows you to download the app onto your computer. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that real quick. And you'll notice right now my little download is going on right up here in the top right-hand corner. And so we'll let that load, and then I'll give you kind of just some information about this. And so there it goes. I'll load this. While this is loading, so I'm going to double click it, it's going to install it. I'm going to log into my Dropbox. Open. That way you all can see the web version. Oh, and now it's also prompting me to log into the account on here. So let me pull this in. So I'm going to show you two separate things. I'm going to show you, whoops, I get 2 gigs. So that's how much you get. Typical, install, continue. And there it is. So now I have Dropbox, the little icon up there. It's going to do some things, just kind of talking to me about it. But the other thing I'm looking at is how to use this online. So let me get rid of all these little flashes. So online, I'm going to come into my account. I've got a little bit more storage than most people, just because I use this for a multitude of things. And so here is settings. I can go in and change settings, look at my account, things like that. So what I want to get in is get in and see my files. Click on Dropbox. There it is. All right, so here are all my files. Here's kind of the file structure. You can create folders. So I can come up here top and I can create a folder. I can also create shared folders. That means I can share it with other people in the world. And to do that, I click the little plus sign. And actually not that plus sign. Let me delete that folder. There we go. I click the little folder with the rainbow. I click make a shared folder. And I can just say it's a test folder. Next. This is where I can add members, so I just type in people's email addresses and then I share it with them. They can also check mark to add more. So this is kind of the web version. If I want to add items to this, I click this little button here to upload items. You'll notice I have an option for folders. I can share links, lots of resources. So that is the web version. What I will also show you real quick is the desktop version. So this lives on your computer, and it's just really a shortcut to your files. So here are all of my files. You'll notice I have a lot of personal stuff in here, and it sits over here on the side. So if I'm working in Microsoft Office or things like that and I want to save it to this, and I'll kind of demo that real quickly. So I'm going to come into Office. This is a not used this yet, so you guys are seeing me kind of jump through some of the hoops to get it going. So I'm going to use Office and create a real quick document, and then I'm going to show you how to save it into Dropbox. And again, you can use Dropbox on any mobile device, so I can access files that way. You can use it on a mobile phone and multiple laptops, so you do not have to download the drive or the little quick link on your computer. You don't have to do that. So it's still kind of loading. We're going to do some more series on these, and so that way you can know a lot more about Dropbox, things such as file sharing, putting it out online so people can see it. Close this. And I'm creating a new document. And I'm just going to call it New Document. And when I do a file save, or even save as, either one, and make this larger, you'll notice Dropbox is now over here on the left. So I just save it there. I can now access this anywhere in the world, and that's just a real quick piece of information on Dropbox.